Hello and welcome to the RB3 Rich Before 30 show. This is Coach Chantel, and I am so excited today because as you all so patiently await our new upcoming series on iPass TV, the Rich Before 30 show, I am pleased to be able to bring to you one of the guests that we'll have on a pretty regular basis because she has so much wisdom, so much insight on the demographic that we focus on, which are millennials, you 20 somethings, you people who are just like us, right? 25, 26, and even younger, who really want more out of life, want the success that you see on TV, want to have a spiritual grounding, and also want to be rich before 30, right? Holistic excellence, both in your body, mind, and your pockets. And that's what we focus on. So we like to have young people who are absolutely doing it, people that we can look up to and really gain a lot of knowledge from. And one of those young people happened to be Miss Ambra Aziz. I happened to meet her over the internet, and I was just really blown away by her accolades, which I'm sure she'll tell you a little bit about. But just going on her Facebook page, she is a woman who is really on a mission to help unify millennials just like us to really start a movement of greatness, of acceleration. When they say iron sharpens iron, that phrase is so very true because you become more likely than not just like the people who you surround yourself with on a regular basis. And I'm just happy that virtually I can surround myself with young ladies like Amber Aziz, who's doing so much. And with that, Ambra, can you give our guests some more information about yourself and your background?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for that beautiful intro. I'm gonna have take you everywhere with me and intro me.
That'll cost you, Ambra.
Right, I know it will. I know it will. As it should. So I am Amber Aziza. I have been loving and nurturing and taking care of millennials since I entered the corporate world about 10, 11 years ago now. I started out as a corporate warrior, one of those shooting stars who accelerated quickly in their careers and worked 60, 70 hours a week and was putting money in other people's pockets by doing so. And I loved what I did. I was an executive director of training and development. As part of my job was to take care of the onboarding. Well, a lot of folks that are coming through that are new to companies are millennials. The majority of us are millennials. And so I learned quickly, I was kind of thrown into the deep end of the pool. I learned quickly what things were needed to motivate millennials, how to get other people to work with millennials, and how to really help everyone coexist. And so I branched off about 2 years ago and decided to build my own company that would help bridge the gap between millennials and corporate America because I noticed there was a huge gap in understanding of both sides. And I wanted to bridge that gap. And so I did. I built the Aziza Group to help create this sense of understanding and sort of become this translator for both parties. And some folks even call me the millennial whisperer, which I don't I
I
don't
like that.
I don't I don't use it probably as often as I should, but I love millennials. I am a millennial, and I think that I know that millennials are the future of the corporate world as well as the rest of the world, and we are a massive generation who makes such a huge impact that I just felt like what this is what my life's work is going to be. It's going to be revolving millennials in some manner. And so I built the Aziza Group. And then from there, once the Aziza Group was built, there was really this beckoning from different corporations and different individual coaching clients because we coach individuals who are millennials on accelerating their career. And we got this just loud call from everyone saying, can you just have an event with other awesome millennials so that we can all get together and be awesome together? And so that is really how the Global Millennial Conference was born. It started off as we're going to have a small dinner in Atlanta, and it grew into we're having a 500-person conference in, in Columbus, Ohio. So it grew very largely, very quickly, and I'm super excited about it.
That is exciting, Ambra. And what's great about it is that you're young and you've been able to align your vision of what you wanted for your life with your work. And I believe that that's what a lot of us are looking for. How do we meet the spirit that's in our heart, the thing that excites us? How do we merge that and monetize it? And you've been able to do that so effectively. So we're going to get into that a little bit later. But for those who may not be familiar with the term millennial, can you explain what that is, who they are?
Absolutely. So, millennials are anyone who's born between 1981 and 2001. So, it's about a 20-year or so range. It is the reason we're called millennials. We're called Generation Y, but the term that was coined for us as a nickname were millennials because most of this group came of age in the new millennium. And this is, the beginning part of our generation grew up with Nicktoons and all of the 90s stuff
Getting
and when
fouled up.
right and when we got into college, everybody had a cell phone, and it was like you don't remember attending college and not having a cell phone. But the end part of our generation, they don't remember attending elementary without anybody having a cell phone. They're like, what? I don't ever remember not having a cell phone.
It's funny you
um,
say that because my sister and I, we were just reminiscing yesterday about like the fun technology that we had in elementary school. And you remember the
yes.
nano pants, nano and gigapets?
Yes, yes, I do. Oh my gosh. I remember I begged and begged and begged for one, and then when I got it, my cat kept dying
Oh
over
no,
and
you didn't.
over and
That's
over.
why. When that buzzer went off, you didn't attend to him.
I didn't. I was like, oh, it'll be okay.
Yeah. So that's really fun. I mean, it's amazing just how you feel so young, and you are young. I mean, seriously, millennials are young people, but when we look at everyone who's under that millennial umbrella, we can kind of see that we have traveled, some distance within our own lives, so that we do have things to contribute. And that's the whole point, is that millennials, when we get together, it's not just about being young and celebrating every day because we're young, wild, and free. No, it's about really understanding that we're poised to contribute some really significant things to the world because of the uniqueness of our generation. The fact that, like Amber said, we are the generation who really has a stronghold, the strongest hold on technology. We grew up with it. And, so many other great things that define us: college, our college ambitions, our entrepreneurial ambitions. Millennials are really leading the way, and you're probably out there watching right now because you're leading the way in your own life with blazing a trail of entrepreneurship, or blazing the trail when it comes to your faith. And that's what excites us. So tell us a little bit more about the Global Millennial Conference and what it seeks to do as far as bringing millennials together.
Absolutely. So the Global Millennial Conference I'm so excited about it. It is the coming of minds of multiple millennials. So we have over 500 millennials that'll come together and network with one another. So we're hoping to get a total of 500. And it's really an opportunity for us to learn from each other, to network from one another, and to be able to really see visually the impact that millennials are making on the world. We have so many rock star speakers like yourself, um, who are coming to share their knowledge, and these are people who have done it, who have achieved their goals, who have mastered their fields and their industries. These are the leaders of the millennial generation. These are the thought leaders, and they're all coming together for one purpose, which is to unite millennials and to share their knowledge so that all millennials can understand: how do I succeed in this arena? How do I network without feeling like a used car salesman? How do I make an impact on my community, but also make an impact on my wallet, which is very important to millennials. This is the first generation where we are equally as concerned with how much we make and how much we give back. This is the first generation that's equally as concerned. We're 50-50 on that, and that's important to foster on both ends. And this conference is allowing people to do that. We have nonprofit organizations that'll be there that will give people the opportunity to sign up and register. We have all sorts of really great sessions that will train people on how to do certain things. We have workshops. If you want to apply to grad school, we've got a workshop for that. If you're interested in getting into yoga, we've got a workshop for that. We just have so many really neat things going on, as well as our networking events. And we are recognizing our top 10 ones to watch. So these are game changers. And we had 42 applicants and nominations for this particular award, and we narrowed it down to 10, which was really, really difficult, so it's really going to be hard to narrow it down to 5. But, these are people who are impacting the world in their own way, and I just thought, you know what, we need something that celebrates millennials and all that we're doing and recognizes that we're pretty much the badasses of the generations.
That's right. That's right. So this conference, I'm so excited about because, as you mentioned, I will be presenting a workshop actually during the conference about building your business, your brand, and your bank account. So that is so exciting for me because as millennials, we want to kick butt, we want to take names, and we want to do it in a way that sustains our financial future. And so, Amber, could you tell us more about what other types of speakers we'll have and what they specialize in?
Sure. So we have speakers that are focused more on how to be a leader in your workspace. So if you are a corporate warrior and that's your arena, we have speakers on how to lead in that area and how to make yourself known. We have speakers that focus on branding and how to build yourself into a personal brand. Our keynote, Ashley Stahl, is fabulous. She coaches millennials in their careers as well, and she takes a really very interesting approach, and she's going to talk about her journey from working at the Pentagon in anti-terrorism to deciding she was going to leave and become an entrepreneur. And we do have tracks for entrepreneurs, so we have workshops and sessions geared solely for entrepreneurs, those people who, if you're interested in starting a business or you've already started but you're like, I want help, coming to this conference will give you that help. If you work a 9 to 5 and you want to know how do you accelerate your career, how do you get to that C-level where they're making the most money and making the most impact on the organization, we have folks who have done that and did it quickly that will be there to speak. We have awesome performers who have great stories about just the journeys that they've had in their lives. So we have Dan, aka Dan. He recently did a documentary about, he was adopted. He's a Korean adoptee, and so he was adopted by an American couple, and recently his birth family reached out to him and said, hey, we want to meet you, and he found out that he has a twin brother and he has all these siblings, and it was really mind-blowing to him. So he'll talk about that journey and he'll do some performing for us. We also have Prince E, who does a lot of viral videos about just really looking into yourself and analyzing yourself and determining how you can be a greater impact in the world, and he's going to perform and he's going to do a Q&A session with us. We're going to have social media experts that'll talk about how to up your social media game, which is really what I'm excited about. And we just have great speakers that will talk about how to personally balance yourself, so that work-life balance. If you feel like you're hustling all the time and you never have time for your loved ones at home, we have experts on how to rebuild those relationships and how to get back to your happy place. So we got something for everybody.
That is fabulous. That's absolutely fabulous. So if you are looking for a way to come together and really network with the movers and shakers who are just like you, you most certainly want to be at this year's Global Millennial Conference in Ohio. And could you tell the audience, Ambra, how they can get their tickets today, as well as when the logistics for our meet and greet are for this event?
Absolutely. So, if you want to get your tickets, you have to purchase them by April 15th. April 15th is our cutoff day to purchase tickets. I'd love to do tickets at the door. Unfortunately, the hotel's not going to let me. They're already letting me push the bar on a lot of things. This is where they were like, no, you can cut off is April 15th. So you want to get your tickets at gmc15.com. And check out while you're there. Be sure to log in and see who you can vote for the ones to watch. So pick a favorite and vote for them. The conference is May 15th through 16th. It is in Columbus, Ohio at the Hyatt Regency, and that is downtown. And Columbus downtown is amazing. Of course, it's the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. So there are tons of restaurants and bars and just hot spots that people can check out and within walking distance of the hotel, which is exactly why we chose that hotel. And so you can register for tickets. You can register for a hotel room. If you need a roommate, we will pair you with someone else who needs a roommate, and we'll make sure that they're not crazy, because no one wants to stay with a crazy roommate. But we'll hook you up with a roommate. We have networking events. The actual conference runs from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And we have morning workshops before the actual conference, and then in the evening we have our after hours, we're calling it GMC After Dark, that we have all sorts of tweet ups and meetups, and we'll have contests. We've partnered with restaurants and bars where we have actual GMC certified bars that you can come in, you show your wristband from the conference, and they will let you in without a cover and give you discounts on drinks and have all sorts of drink specials, and we're really excited about it.
Well, that is absolutely awesome, and I'm excited and really honored to be networking with you, Ambra, and thank you for everything that you've done to put this phenomenal event together. And guys, you heard it from Ambra. Go to, what is it, GMC 2015?
GMC15.com.
GMC15.com and get your ticket because you don't want to miss out. I mean, this is like the best thing that has hit our generation when it comes to bringing everyone together on one accord who are really with the goal in mind of really excelling in your career and your schooling as well as in life. So be there, and we look forward to seeing you. Where can they follow you, Ambra?
So if you want to follow me personally, you can always, the best place to follow me is to come and follow me on Facebook. And it's just facebook.com/amber.aziza. It's just amber.aziza. If you want to follow the conference, you can go on Twitter, and we are at the GMC15. And then the same with Instagram. We are global_Millie_conf. So come check us out online.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time, and thank you for tuning in to the Rich Before 30 show, and we'll see you guys at the top.